Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. As I had reported in a video that I had released yesterday, which was also my 500th episode, the fringe far-left woke identity politics activists who love the Star Wars series entitled The Acolyte have been totally freaking out over Lucasfilm's decision to cancel the series as announced by Deadline on August 19th. So in an act of desperation on August 20th, one fan of the cancelled series started a petition on change.org to get Disney and Lucasfilm to renew the series for a second season. And while the petition has garnered some signatures, how many people does it actually represent as compared with the total number of people who bothered to watch the 8 episodes of The Acolyte? But before proceeding, I'd like to ask everyone to please like this video, please leave a comment, please subscribe to support this channel, and please press the bell to receive notifications. Thanks! The petition that was started on August 20th is approaching 60,000 signatures as of the time that I am recording this video on August 29th. And the shill access media, such as Collider, which reported that the petition had reached 50,000 signatures as of August 27th, is all giddy about the petition as they attempt to puff up its relevance by claiming that the current signature count represents a massively large group of fans who are upset that The Acolyte was cancelled. But is it? Let's consider the rate at which people are actually signing this petition. Since we know that the petition was started on August 20th, and that Collider had reported that the petition had reached 50,000 signatures 7 days later, means that between August 20th and August 27th, around 7,143 people per day were signing it. But as of today, August 29th, with a signature count of 59,106, in the past 2 days, only around 4,553 people per day have been signing it, which means that interest in the petition is declining. And in fact, based on the current rate of decline, I can project how many total people might sign the petition using a methodology that's similar to how I project box office earnings for movies. The drop in average daily signatures from 7,143 people per day during the petition's first week to an average of 4,553 people per day during the second week is a decline of roughly 36.26%. And when that decline is projected forward, I can project that the total number of signatures that this petition to renew The Acolyte might have in around 20 weeks is roughly 138,000. So while 138,000 signatures may seem like a lot, would that be enough signatures to get Disney and Lucasfilm to renew The Acolyte for a second season? If we assume that the people who are signing the petition to renew The Acolyte for a second season is composed solely of people who actually watched the show's first season, we can compare the total number of signatures to the show's weekly viewership numbers from Nielsen. And as I had showed in a video that I had released on August 21st about the show's cancellation, for weeks 3 through 6, when viewership for the show was too low to be reported in Nielsen's weekly top 10 list of original shows, I was able to estimate how many people may have viewed during those weeks based on Nielsen's viewership data for weeks 2 and 7. Weeks 3 through 6 correspond to when episodes 4 through 7 premiered, and weeks 2 and 7 correspond to when episodes 3 and 8 premiered. And since there was a notable decline in overall viewership between episodes 3 and 8, and since episode 8 was longer than episode 3, we knew that the total number of viewers had declined between those two episodes, which means that it likely steadily declined as episodes 4 through 7 premiered during the weeks in between. In this chart, the blue bars represent the estimated total number of viewers per week based on dividing Nielsen's reported total minutes viewed by the total runtime for each new episode that premiered during those weeks. The yellow bars represent the estimated number of viewers for episodes 4 through 7 to account for the apparent known decline in total viewers between episodes 3 and 8. And the assumption here is that all of these viewers watched each new episode that premiered in its entirety, which obviously wouldn't be the case, and which strongly implies that the average amount of time that each viewer watched each new episode as it premiered was actually less than each episode's total runtime. Thus, while the total number of viewers who watched is probably larger than the numbers that we can estimate using Nielsen's weekly viewership data, the actual total number of viewers cannot be less than our calculated numbers, with the possible exception of our estimated number of viewers for episodes 4 through 7. So bearing all of that in mind, the current total number of signatures on the petition, as compared with each of the estimated total number of viewers per week for the Acolyte, is less than 1% for each episode. And in fact, if we average the percentages, we get an overall average of 0.81%. In other words, the 59,106 people who have signed the petition to renew the Acolyte as of the time that I am recording this video only represent at most 0.81% of the total number of viewers who watched each episode. So does that sound like a large number of people to you? In the absence of anything to provide a context, sure, but when compared against the total number of people who watched each episode of The Acolyte, that 59,106 signatures is minuscule as compared with each episode's total number of viewers. This is why shill access media sites like Collider will never provide a context in the hopes that they can gaslight readers into thinking that it's a monstrously high number, when in fact the opposite is true. And even if we use the 138,000 signatures that I projected earlier in the video that the petition might get, that only represents on average a total of 1.89% or less of the total number of people who tuned in to watch The Acolyte each week. So is Disney or Lucasfilm going to take this petition seriously? I highly doubt it unless the petition can get several million signatures. The Acolyte was cancelled because not enough people tuned in to watch it, plain and simple. Thus, someone either at Lucasfilm or Disney was finally smart enough to recognize and accept that producing another expensive season of this series wouldn't be worth the amount of money that Disney and Lucasfilm would lose. On-air broadcast networks, cable TV channels, and now streaming services cancel shows when there simply aren't enough viewers to justify their cost. Plain and simple. And The Acolyte is a streaming flop.
Yes, yes.
Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.